Hello everyone! Would you like to make this box? Keep watching! In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create the structure of the box, how to decorate it with papers. I used our measurement papers, but you can of course use any papers you like. I made a tutorial for these corners a few weeks ago and I'll put a link below too. Of course you can make the box any size you like. But if you would like to make the box I made, I've prepared a measurement sheet and the link is below to download it immediately. It could be a big help if you like. And the sheet is in inches and centimeters. So in the previous video, I showed you how to make these construction strips. These are very handy to construct a lot of cardboard items. If I say I would like a 5-inch strip, so make that 5-inch. Then it's optional, but I like it. Prepare to cut the corners a little bit from the middle out. And I'm going to start with the box itself, because the lid is kind of the same. I'm going to start with the bottom piece. You see, I put the name of the piece on every piece, so I immediately know what it is. So this is the box bottom, this is the box short side, and this is also a short side. This is a long side and also a long side. I'm going to start to attach the bottom piece to a side piece, and literally every panel you connect will be kind of the same, so I don't have to show you everything. First, remove the backing from one side of the construction strip and then put the piece of cardboard that matches right below the folds. And press a bit to get a really nice bond. I'm going to remove the backing from the other side. And I'm going to get the long box side next to it. It's best to leave a gap here. You can use another piece. Put it in between and you have a perfect gap. Press well for a good bond. Now if these seem to be a bit too long, just trim it a little bit. Be sure to use the right length of the construction strip so it matches. Now I'm going to put the bottom part on the second piece, press well, remove the other backing, place the second piece on the other side of the construction strip, like this. So I'm going to do just the same with these short sides. Now you will see on the measurement sheet that these are just a bit wider. That is because I want them to fit perfectly on top of the sides. The rest is completely the same. There. Now I'm going to make the corners, and for the corners I need this size. Yep, perfectly. That. I'm going to put the short side on top of the long side, you see? But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to again remove the backing, stick that on, press well, remove the other backing, and now hold your box very well in place, make sure it bumps, and there we have it, our first side of the box. I'm going to repeat the same process with these other strips here, here, and here. And the next part is to put construction strips in here. So to connect the bottom and the sides on the inside too, it'll make it all the more sturdy. To put the construction strips inside, we have to bend them the other side so that the sticky sides will be outward. And also because we're going to get a bit fiddly in here, first measure if you've cut them right. This is a bit too large. I rather have them a bit too large than too small. So I'm going to cut a little piece of it until it fits. And just, you have to be able to press it in there. Still a bit too large. There, perfect fit. If I'm sure this will fit in the corner, I'm going to remove both backings. Careful. I'm going to hold it like this with the sticky sides out, and I'm going to press it completely in the corner between the bottom and the sides. That fits. I took the long side. See? And then I'm going to press it down for a good bond. And on the side too. There. And it makes it all the more sturdy. So I'm now going to do the other long side and the short sides. Just the same way. When you've applied the strips on the bottom on the inside, you can apply these also the same way on the inside on the sides, the four corners. And with each strip applied, you'll feel that your box becomes more sturdy and sturdy and sturdy. So the same way, bend it the other way, so the sticky sides will come out. Place it between your thumb and forefinger and press it into the corner. And always give it a good rub with your bone folder afterwards. There. Almost ready. I still have 4 strips left, 2 long ones and 2 short ones, and these we're going to bend inwards before taking the backing off, of course. Take the backing off and put them on here to reinforce the edges. So I bend it, it fits. Again, remove the backing. Carefully hold it, don't press or it's useless. And now feel that the fold is over the edge and there. Again, give it a good rub. And the same for the other 4 sides. And there you have it. This is our box. And these construction strips are not only very handy to reinforce the box, but they're also going to be pretty, because I love the brown color. Now, if you would like a box with black accents or black edges, just use sturdy black paper instead of craft paper to make these. I attached the sides of the lid just the same way as the sides of the box, like this. But now for the sides, instead of cutting 2 small pieces of construction strips, one for the outside and one for the inside, I'm going to do both at the same time. So, as followed, attach it like that to this corner, right against the folds. Remove the second backing. Place the short side on top of the long sides. And make it bond. And now, carefully push this inside and rub a bit over the edge, and then it should be a bit easier. Should. It helps to pull a bit on the other side, and yes, this is a good one. See? Burnish the edges, and I'm going to do the next 2 corners too. Now I'm going to fold these outward, so the sticky side will become outward, and just like in the box, I will push them in these corners on the inside. And like with the box, I have 4 pieces left from the construction strips, 2 for the long sides and 2 for the short sides to finish off the edges. And now the lid should fit the box perfectly, because it's a bit bigger, and look, perfect. Next thing is to embellish all the sides. I'm going to ink all the edges of my panels, and I'm coming back to you when I've done that. I finished inking all the edges. I used a reddish brown, and I think it matches the industrial feel of the papers very well. We're going to attach these to the box. I'm going to show you how I apply these panels, and the rest of the panels is actually the same. So 5 go on the inside and 5 go on the outside. I'm going to apply double-sided tape all along the edges. Press well. Remove the backing. The upside from using double-sided tape is it really sticks. The downside is once you put it on your box, you can't move it anymore. So there's a little workaround YouTubers like to use, and that is using just a bit of glue stick on top of the double-sided tape, so you can move it around just a little and to position the panels right where you want them. And then apply some wet glue in the center. Of course you can use this too, but I like this. And then position as centered as you can. And then you can still move it around a little to avoid that you ruin your box just at the end. Okay, right. Now I'm going to choose which ones I would like on the outside and which ones I would like on the inside. I'm going to apply all the panels the same way. I decorated the outside of the lid and the box, but not the inside yet, because I would like to attach some corners on the lid and the box. Now mine are made of paper. You can buy really nice brass corners or embellishments for your box, but if you are not patient enough to wait for the mailman to bring these, you can make them yourself. I put a link to my tutorial below, and it's really fun to make. I just had a little factory of all these corners. I drew them and I painted them all in a row. I've got 8, so 4 for the bottom of each corner of the box and 4 for the lid. You can choose whether to put 1 hole, but I chose for 2 because I think it's much nicer. The downside is if you put 2 holes in each side of every corner, you need 6 brads per corner, and so you need 48 brads for the whole box. That's quite a lot. Go see the other tutorial to how to make these, and it's all explained there. To attach this, just place a corner on the corner of your box. Make little marks where the holes should be, or mark them with a pencil, of course. That's also good. There. And now I'm carefully going to twist my awl until I get through. Don't poke your fingers. Be careful. Yep. I'm through. I'm going to poke all 6 holes. Don't poke too hard, otherwise you can deform your box, and that would be a real shame after all your hard work. Last one, and there we go. Take a brad, push it through the hole and the corner you just made, and bend the ends out. Repeat with all the other holes. Beautiful. There. See, I just attached the corner. And now it looks enforced. I'm going to do exactly the same on these 3 corners and the 4 corners of the lid. I attached all the corners. And I noticed if you would like some corners on your lid, you probably better make your lid a bit larger. You can also just put some corners on the bottom and not on the lid, but I like it. Now the only thing I need to do now is attach the panels to the inside of the box so that the brads will be hidden. I strongly advise to use double-sided tape now, because it'll really stick very well on those brad ends. Now make sure the ends of the brads are really pressed down well. Yeah. Just like I did with the previous panels. To apply double-sided tape all around each panel. Remove the backing. I'm going to apply a bit of glue stick, just to be on the safe side, that I can move it around a little bit longer. And then apply some wet glue. Now you can apply pieces of double-sided tape all over the surface. That's okay too, but I think this goes a bit faster. Let's do this. Carefully place this over the brads. Now, to be fair, I think it's easier if you make these corners with one brad. Brads will not come as close to the edge as with these ones. Now I'm going to attach the other insides and from the box too, and I'll be back to you. There, I finished putting the panels on the inside of the box and the lid. And now the box is finished. And I must say, I really love the fact that I use so many brads, but I can really understand why people think that's way too much. If you use only one brad on each corner, that would make a huge difference. Now, I like it very much. Yes, oh, this is so pretty. I love it. So, this is a top, sides, and the bottom. If you would like to make this box yourself with the same papers, these measuring papers, that's what they're called, the measuring papers, they're for sale in our shop. I'll put a link below as well. And as always, if you would like all these printable papers for free, look, they're really vintage style papers, a bit rustic. And also these beautiful labels. And also these beautiful tags. Just subscribe to our newsletter, and after you've confirmed your email address, you can get them immediately. Yay! Wat kan ik nou iets zeggen?